All right, good morning, first graders. Last week we talked about the holiday of Easter. So today we're just going to kind of recap, and we're actually going to do another lesson today, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But last week we watched a video, and I kind of want to recap that so you guys have a couple of ideas for our lesson later. So what I'm going to do is just play a couple minutes of the video, and then we're going to, I want you guys to tell me what you remember from the video last week. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start that. So see if this kind of sparks your memory of what we talked about last week.
We hope you're in a springy, springtime, Eastery, eggy, bunny, happy, eggy kind of mood. Because this is the Easter Bags video, so it's going to be a good time. It's for kids, it's for adults, it's for dogs, it's for cats, it's for panda bears, and anyone else who is concerned about learning more about Easter. It's a holiday filled with chocolate armies of chocolate bunnies that are either hollow or solid, but either way, they're yummy.
You guys remembering
It's a
this
holiday
video
filled
now?
with eggs that, let's be honest, if they were in the grocery store all by themselves without any context, you would never eat them because eggs are not supposed to be that color, and it's kind of weird, right? It's a holiday filled with pastel colors, which are really light versions of regular colors. Really light versions that just really springy, flowery, that kind of thing. And Easter is a religious holiday that has deep meaning for many people's faith. So let's look at this interesting holiday.
Okay. So the video even gave you some examples at the beginning about Easter, but tell me what else you guys remember that you found interesting from last week. Haley?
Jelly beans is one of the most famous candies of Easter.
Yep, jelly beans are the most famous. Do you remember, I think it was 15 million jelly beans are made.
Wow.
So it's a lot of jelly beans, and there's a lot of different colors that go with that. Does anybody else remember anything? Katie?
Easter was based on the lunar calendar.
Yes, Easter is based on the lunar calendar, which means it's based off the moon, right? So that's how we get it every year, because it's different. It's on a different day every year. Anything else?
The Easter baskets are made of bird nests.
Yes, so the original Easter baskets were actually the bird nests, because remember they have those eggs in there, so that's where we get that basket concept. But we don't use those baskets anymore.
That's some tradition. In some places, they trick or treat on Easter.
Yeah,
Like we do on
that was kind of interesting, wasn't it? Because what holiday do we do that here?
Halloween.
Halloween. Yep. So some people go around and they go to houses and that's how they get their candies. They go trick or treat. Anything else? No? Yep. So those are the main points that we talked about. So that was a pretty interesting video, and it really helped you guys, I think. So another thing that we did is we read the Pete the Cat book, and you guys remember that hopefully. Just kind of give me a summary of what happened in that Pete the Cat book.
He hides eggs.
He hides eggs. Yep. So he was who was he in the book?
The Easter bunny.
The Easter Bunny. Yep. Because the Easter Bunny, he wrote him a letter, right, saying, I need your help. I'm not going to be there for Easter. So Pete the Cat had to dress up for Easter and go hide the eggs. Do you remember what color he dyed the eggs? Haley?
Blue, red, green, yellow.
Yep. Blue, red, green, and yellow. All those different colors. And where did he hide the eggs? Was it in the community, or was it, do you remember? It was in the community.
Okay.
Yep. So he went into his town and he hid the eggs all over in the bushes and the water spouts and all that. So good job. You guys remember that book, Pete the Cat? So now we're going to go over our vocab words, and we did a crossword with these words. And the reason I want to go over these is it's going to help you with your assignment that we'll be doing later. So we're going to just kind of go through these. And these are really easy. You guys should know these. So what's chocolate?
Candy.
Candy. It's a really sweet candy. Bunny.
Animal.
It's an animal. It's the smaller version of a rabbit. So it's the baby of a rabbit. Grass. Everybody knows grass.
Grass.
Yep. Grass is green. It's outside. Basket.
Hold stuff.
Carry your eggs in.
Yep. Carry your eggs. Hold stuff in. Hiding.
Hide the eggs.
Yep.
Put
When
it
you hide the
somewhere
eggs.
where nobody can find it.
Good, Katie. Nobody can find it. That's what hiding is. Egg. What's it come from usually?
Chicken.
Chicken. Good job. What's a chick?
Baby chicken.
Good job. Spring. What's spring?
Season.
Season, and what season does it come after?
Winter.
Winter. Good job. Flowers.
They grow and they're pretty
Yep, they're pretty, they're colorful. When do flowers usually start growing again?
in the spring.
In the spring. Good job. Candy,
Chocolate.
chocolate, jelly beans, all that fun stuff. Very sugary. Hunt.
You try to find things that people hid.
Yep, try to find things that people hid. Good definition. Hopping.
Bunny hopping.
Yep, bunny hops. And daffodil.
Flower.
The flower, yep, it's a little yellow flower, a little pretty yellow flower. So good, you guys really know those words. You guys will be able to use those later on. Another thing, just to recap, really what we did last week to help you later on is you guys did my family's Easter tradition. You guys talked about that. And you guys did really good writing and you signed your name at the bottom. So I just want to kind of do a partner share. And I want you to talk about what you wrote about what your family's Easter tradition is and how you like that activity. So go ahead and you guys can share.
Our tradition is that we always go to church in the morning, then we come back home and have a big lunch and that kind of stuff, and we play cards all day and take naps.
We always find Easter eggs right away in the morning because my family likes to find them right away. Then we go to church, and then we have our family over for a big lunch.
I liked writing about my tradition though. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it was fun to see everybody else's too.
So Haley, kind of recap, tell me what you guys do for your Easter tradition.
So we go to church in the morning, and then we come back home, and we have like a big lunch, and then we play cards or we take naps.
Good.
Or
Take
both.
naps.
Do both sometimes.
So good fun. And what was your favorite part about this assignment that we did?
Just writing about my tradition and sharing it with the rest of the class.
Good. Katie?
I like seeing how everybody else's traditions differ from my family's.
And what is your family's tradition?
Oh, we find eggs right away in the morning from the Easter Bunny, and then we go to church, and then we have all my family over for lunch.
Sounds fun. All right, so you guys did really well at those. I actually read those this weekend. You guys did a really good job, and you really colored it and made it look pretty. So now what you guys are going to do today is called an acrostic poem. Have you guys ever heard of an acrostic poem before?
No.
Nope. All right, so an acrostic poem is obviously a type of poem, and we write poems all the time in this class. And sometimes they rhyme, sometimes they don't, sometimes they're long, sometimes they're short. But for these, what you do is you pick a word, and for today it's going to be Easter for both of you since we're doing Easter. And for each letter is the very beginning of the word that you're going to choose. Okay, so like for E, I chose A. So you want to choose a word that starts with the first letter of the word that you're using. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm just going to I made one for myself, and I'm going to kind of go through it so you guys have an example. So for E, I chose A, Easter eggs. For A, I chose April because Easter is in the month of April. Spring, I chose for the S. That's the season that Easter is in. Treat for T, so treats like chocolate, jelly beans, Peeps. We talked about Peeps. For E, I did egg hunt. So you can use two different words if you want. And for R, I did religion because Easter is a religion holiday in most countries. So that's why I kind of wanted to go through the vocab words, and I wanted to do your family Easter tradition because you could have used a lot of different words to start with these. Okay? So first, I want you to just start working over here. Okay, do your best. If you need help, I'll come around. If you get done on this side, you can go ahead and come over here and start another one, or you can save this for at home with your family if you want to go home and do that. Okay, so go ahead and get started. You can make it pretty. Make sure you write neatly and write slow. And you can use 2 or 3 words. You can use a little phrase or just one word, so it's up to you. And this will be up here if you need help. So I like how Haley, for the E, she did eat food. So she's kind of going off her tradition and what she does. So that was good. So it doesn't just have to be Easter. It can be what you do on Easter, what your family does, stuff like that. Anything really. Rabbit's a good one. Good job, Katie.
Yeah, rabbit too.
Keep working hard. You're doing great. All right. Good job. So I want you to just partner share just for a little bit, talk about what you guys wrote about, and just kind of go over how you got those words too.
Eat food. April, because I couldn't figure out another A word. Service, like, your Easter service. Mm-hmm. Tasty candy. Easter bunny. Then rabbit.
I put exciting altar flowers because at my church we have a lot of flowers up at the altar. Spring, time with family, eating, and rabbit.
All right, good job. You guys did really good. So now we're going to go from here, and you guys are going to go to the corner to the author's chair, and all of you are going to get to share with the class what you wrote about. So, good job.
Oh, my goodness. Come here. Why do you do this?
It's still recording.
Yeah.